I believe that the state pension plan should be very similar to a private enterprise 401k. And I have to tell you that one of the state legislatures, I was one of the few state legislatures that voted this year and tried to lead a drive to stop. Last year, as part of a budget balancing act, we actually passed a bill which required state employees to pay 53% rather than there was a 50-50. They were paying 53, we were 47. This year, we went back and reversed it. And I kept saying, why? We just had this big fight to balance the budget. The reality of it is that the state pension plans, most of which are totally unfunded, undervalued on their funding. They're not in the black, according to statute, the way that they should be. And the reality of it is we need to ask a little bit more of the state employees. And I'll give you a case in point. I serve, and I asked to be appointed to, and I serve on appropriations, education, and regulatory because those are the issues I'm familiar with in my life. So on the appropriations committee, one of the things I found out is, for instance, our state employees. Our state budget is $8.5 billion, but as an employee compensation item, we pay over $600 million a year for the state share of just their health benefits. They pay less than 5 to 11% of their health care on a monthly basis. I dropped a bill that said that they would pay just 28%. And it didn't get anywhere. The JLBC, the Joint Legislative Budget Council, came out and told me that if I asked for 45%, bottom line, in the black, $98 million annual savings to the state, just having the state employees just half. Those of us in the private sector, generally we're paying anywhere from 30 to 60%. And it's one of those issues that I think has to be brought to the table and it has to be discussed. I was very upset, and I think if you look at our budget, you'll see that one of the things, while I voted for balancing our budget overall, what I did not vote for was some of the issues on the underlying bills that it takes to balance that budget, which were dealing with the retirement benefits, the health care benefits, and the employees' raises. We're giving raises out in the middle of what I consider one of the biggest recessions, quasi-depressions, since the early 1900s.